Hey there, and welcome to a very special year in review edition of Comedy from Home. This is the comedy show that comes to you from my office right here in my home in Southern California. I am your host, Don McMillan. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a happy new year. It might already be the new year when you're watching this. I'm filming this, and it's still 2020 when I'm filming this. And oh God, I cannot wait for 2020 to be over. In fact, if that TARDIS worked right there, that TARDIS from Doctor Who, the time machine from Doctor Who actually worked, I would have spent zero time in 2020. It was the longest year in history. Real, I know atomic clockwise, I know you nerds are going, it was the same length of every other year. No, I know it was, but it seemed like it took forever. So come on, 2021. I cannot wait for you to get here. Today's show is all about reviewing the top videos of 2020 based on the number of views on my YouTube channel and a couple of clips that you might have missed that were just my favorites. But today, that's what I'm going to be celebrating. Before I get to that, though, I wanted to share what I got for Christmas. This was my favorite present that I got for Christmas. It's right behind me. That's it right there. Yes, it's a table of the elements. I got that Christmas morning, and I'm going to hang it periodically. Because it's a periodic table, so not all the time. It's a periodic table. I got a joke. I got a joke for Christmas. So there you go. That was my favorite Christmas present. But let's get to my first clip that I want to share. One of my highlights for 2020. I have to start with COVID because that's what dominated the year. And look how different the world is in 1 year. I covered this a few weeks ago. From 2019 to 2020, this is how much life changed in a little clip. Let's roll the video right now. 2000 cardiac stress test. Now this is interesting. I recently had one, and it used to, just a couple years ago, they'd put you on a treadmill, right? Hook you up, put the EKG on you, put you on a treadmill. You know what they do now? Here's what they do now. They hook you up and turn on the news. That's what they do now. They do. CNN, doesn't matter. CNN, Fox, doesn't matter. Either one. If you can take 10 minutes of the news, your heart is fine. It is fine. In fact, you know what they call CNN now? The Cardiac News Network. That's what CNN stands for. Commute. Steve was talking about the commute. The commute has changed, right? That was your commute in 2015. You know, had the route, then your secondary route was a little bit slower. You know what it is now? Type it in now. Okay, you're in your bedroom. At work. That's it. It's about 10 seconds. If you stop, there's a backup near the bathroom. It'll be about 10 minutes slower. That's right there. And then this really tells you how different life is. You know, got to wear a mask, right? Personal protective equipment. That's your mask. You know what PPE was? So much different. Just a year ago, that was PPE. Isn't that a lot more fun? Remember, that was a lot more fun. Remember when we looked forward to using PPE? Those were the good old days. It was only a year ago, folks. It's good. We're going to be back there. I know we are. I also did one and only one public service announcement because I'm a nerd. I'm a scientist. I'm a mathematician. Wear your masks, folks. Come on, wear your masks. And I made one public service announcement, which I called Rebel Without a Clue. It's kind of my homage to the old silent movie days, Charlie Chaplin. And, I think you'll get the gist of it. Wear a mask, rebel without a clue. This isn't the time to be a rebel. We're all in this together, so please, wear a mask. For all of us. I hope you enjoyed that. A little bit different for me. A little bit sketch. A little sketch from Don. The other thing that happened, of course, in 2020 was the election. And, it was hard on all of us. No matter what side you're on, it was stressful. And at one point during the year, I wanted to relieve some of that stress to give you something to laugh at when you were watching all the coverage. Again, it's not partisan. No matter what your side, I tried to pick on both sides equally, just a way to put a little joke in your future. Who do you think of when you watch these people on TV? I called it Election 2020, the movie, where I did a little casting session. If they made a movie, who was going to play who in the election? And here we go. It's called Election 2020, the movie. Roll the video. Maybe it'll come to Netflix someday. Election 2020, the movie. Who would play who in the movie? That's the bit. And really, it's just a way to distract yourself when you're watching these people so that maybe you don't get too upset, because it's just upsetting. And no matter what side you're on, it's upsetting. So here you go. Bernie Sanders, of course, and just a quick idea of how this works. Nobody else could play Bernie Sanders in the movie but Larry David. Larry David, I don't even know the difference anymore. That's how good the Larry David impression of Bernie Sanders is. In fact, I think Larry David could get elected president in 2024. I think he could. I really do. But Elizabeth Warren, how Elizabeth Warren? Saturday Night Live hasn't thought, who should play Elizabeth Warren? I think David Spade. I'm sorry, David, but you look like Elizabeth Warren. And I'm sorry, Elizabeth, but David Spade's a good, well, you know what I'm saying. That's how this bit works. Okay. Pete Buttigieg. Now, I love Pete. Mayor Pete's great, but he's like 12. He's like 12 years old. And you know what he looks like? When I look at him, I think, it's Frodo. It's Frodo from Lord of the Rings. It's Frodo. Look, you put this, tell me that's not Frodo. That is Frodo. Come on. See, hopefully this will make you laugh when you see these people. Now, I'm doing both sides. I'm not staying to one side or the other. I'm an equal opportunity kidder, okay? William Barr, great look, by the way. William Barr is Elton John. Did you ever think Elton John and William Barr would look like? But throw the glasses on there and look, I think Candle in the Wind. I want to see William Barr do Candle in the Wind. Or if you don't like that, if we're going to go animated, he actually looks he looks a lot like Droopy Dog. I'm sorry. William Barr does not look like he's a lot of fun at a party. This party's no good. All right. Let's move. Kellyanne. I'm sorry, Kellyanne. I'm going to apologize. You're probably a very, very nice lady, but from my youth, I remember this character so well. And every time I see Kellyanne Conway, I think of Madame from Whalen Flowers and Madame. Do you remember the puppet? She looks like the puppet. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. If you're laughing, you should feel bad. But it's funny. I'm sorry. It's funny. Look. Do I need to show you anything else? If you just put the head... Okay. All right. We'll move on. Chris Christie. We're going animated. He is Fred Flintstone. I'm sorry, Chris Christie. If they ever do a remake of the Flintstones, Chris Christie could be Fred Flintstone. And I love Fred Flintstone. That's what I'm saying. All right. Let's get to the major characters. I get Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, I can't help it. But whenever I see her, I immediately think, oh my God, it's Ann Empatha Murkerson from Law & Order. That's who I see. When I see Kamala Harris, I think of S. Empatha Murkerson. And I immediately, when I see her, this is what happens to me. I see Kamala Harris, and this is what I hear. Law & Order. She was a DA after all. It makes perfect sense. That's what I'm saying. Mike Pence. Classic look. And who else could play Mike Pence in the movie but Steve Martin? Come on. He's Steve Martin. But I'm not sure we can get Steve Martin. I'm not sure. I don't think he's a political guy. But when I really look at Mike Pence, you know what I think Mike Pence? You know what? Here's what I'm thinking. Maybe Colonel Sanders. Yeah, he does. Look, come on, Mike. You gotta love fried chicken. Come on, Mike. It's all American. That's what I'm saying. Joe Biden. I love Joe, but when I see Joe, only one person can play Joe in the movie, and that is Leslie Nielsen. Come on, it's perfect. Leslie Nielsen, I actually could see Joe Biden in Airplane, or, it would be perfect. And then finally, to play Donald Trump in the movie, nobody could play Donald Trump but Donald Trump. And no, he wouldn't let anybody anyway. So Donald Trump is going to be in election 2020, the movie. He will be playing himself. Come on, you have to laugh at that. Come on, it's just silly. Come on, you got to laugh. Otherwise, we'd cry. You got to always choose laughter over crying. It's much better. Trust me, it's much better. And come on, laughing's good. It reduces stress, lowers your blood pressure. You live longer if you laugh. So my whole agenda there wasn't political. It was just some laughs, reduce some stress. So I hope you enjoyed that. The other thing I did in 2020 was I dug up a lot of my old videos. In particular, you guys apparently liked watching my old Budweiser commercials. I did 15 national commercials for Budweiser many, many years ago. And apparently you guys like the selling beer, and when I was much, much younger. And this was my favorite spot. I thought I would share it again. It was called Garçon. I'm actually out at dinner. It's a romantic commercial, I think romantic, where I'm out at dinner with my wife, my Budweiser wife, not my actual wife. And here it is. Let's roll the video. It's called, from Budweiser, Garçon.
We have a wonderful 75 Lacouille Cabernet, or an exquisite 58 Le Beau Semillon, or a 62 Je Vous Pinot if you're in the mood for...
No. Enough of that old stuff. The lady and I would prefer something fresh. How about something in a lager? What do you got in a Budweiser from, say, early this month?
Budweiser. Brewery fresh taste. Strictly enforced.
I love that commercial. That's the most romantic video I've ever done, I think. Very romantic, very romantic. I hope you enjoyed that. The next thing I wanted to share was my personal pet peeve, which I did, I guess it was in August when I did this video. For years now, I'm a Starbucks fan. I go to Starbucks all the time. I love the spinach feta wrap. Love the spinach feta wrap. And I'm a tea drinker now. But every time I order, they always get my name wrong. And I say Don, but they hear Dawn. And I wanted to make a video just about it. It hasn't changed anything, but it made me feel better to make the video, which I called, I'm not Don, I'm Don. Roll the tape. My favorite order, I go in and I order a spinach feta wrap. I love the spinach feta wraps. And my drink is a Venti Rev Up. I'm a tea drinker, a Venti Rev Up hot tea. That's what I get. I get the spinach feta wrap and a Venti Rev Up hot tea. And they always ask me very nicely a name for the order. And I say Don. Yeah, because that's my name, Don McMillan. I say Don. And this, boom, is what comes up. You can't see it? Boom. Don. Yeah, Don. Really? Really, my name is Dawn. I mean, look at me. Come on. I mean, they're standing right there. They write down Dawn right in front of me. Do I look like a Dawn? I don't look. I'm 6'5". You can't look at me and go, Dawn. Wow, that's okay. If you want to be called Dawn, is that California? Well, I'm fine if you're a Dawn. No, that's really fine. Come on, it's Dawn. I'm Don. And Don doesn't sound like Dawn, but that's a whole nother topic, which I'll get to. But that's just Starbucks, because this is a long-going thing, okay? And the most amazing thing is voice recognition and me have been going at this for years. And it is so consistent, I actually decided I could film a comedy routine with voice recognition, and I've done it. And it's kind of a who's on first thing, and I'm about to show it to you. Here it is, me and voice recognition having at it. I am filming this in real time. I will not be stopping, and I will not be editing it so that you can see for your own eyes, right in front of you, what exactly voice recognition thinks that I am saying. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Hi, my name's Don. No, my name is not Don. My name is Don. My name's Don. No, Don. My name is Don. No, not Don. Don. D-O-N. Don. Now, come on. Can you really not tell the difference between Don and Don? Really? Question mark? That's amazing. You know what a question mark is, but you can't hear the difference between Don and Dawn. Really? Question mark. Okay, now you're just messing with me. Okay, fine. Let's try this. My name is Donald. Good. Okay, you know Donald. So, Don is short for Donald. No, Don is not short for Donald. Don is short for Donald. Dawn would be short for Donald, and nobody calls anybody Donald. I mean, does Donald sound like Donald to you? Question mark? Okay, apparently it does. All right, fine. That is real. That is a true story. Whenever I say Don, they say Dawn. It is not made up. It really happens to me. I'm thinking of changing my name to Dawn, just because I give up at this point. But I know if I change my name to Dawn, they would spell it D-O-N. They would. That's what it would be. I'm cursed that way. This last clip I want to share, and this will be the last clip for this, the Year in Review show. It really sums up the year. It is my #1 viewed clip, and it had nothing to do with me, really. Here's the story that goes with it. Way back, I think it was May, friends were telling me I'm on TikTok. Hey, Don, I saw you on TikTok. Well, I wasn't on TikTok, but I was. But I wasn't posting them. Some guy in the Philippines, some 20-year-old guy in the Philippines was a fan. He was taking my stuff off of a YouTube channel. He was re-editing it and posting it on TikTok. And he had like 1 million viewers. He was getting all these viewers on TikTok with my videos. And people were seeing it and contacted me. And I'm like, well, he wasn't making a lot of money off it. So I wasn't upset. But I'm like, well, I should be doing this. So I'm on TikTok now. I actually have a guy helping me out and we post every week. And I'm a TikTok star, I guess. I don't even know. But I have like 250,000 followers. And thanks to some guy in the Philippines, really sums up the year for me. It changed I had nothing to do with, no control over it. It just kind of happened. The whole year just felt out of control. But in this case, it turned out well, which I think in the long run, we're all going to survive. That was the message. We all made it through. And let's hope for a better 2021. But I thought I'd share the number one clip by far. I have like 10 million views of this thing on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook. And it's my Venn diagram career chart. It's how I ended up being a comedian engineer. It's a fitting way to end this episode. So happy New Year, happy 2021. And here comes your last video, my Venn diagram career chart.
So what does it mean to be an engineer? I thought I would cover that in my time up here. First of all, we love Venn diagrams. I just proved it. I love Venn diagrams, and I figured out, people always ask me, how did you go from engineer to comedian? And Venn diagram is the best way to explain how I went from engineer to comedian. It is, because here's what happened. I'm in high school, right? I'm good at two things. I have math skills, and I'm good at problem solving. And when you're good at those two things, no guidance counselor says, you should be a comedian. That doesn't happen. They said, you should be an engineer. So I went and became an engineer. If you got people skills and you're good at problem solving, you probably go into management, right? You're good with people. You should go into... Now, over here, if you got OCD, everything has to be exactly right. And you have math skills, you're an accountant is what you are. Right. You can't solve any problems, but you can identify them. Right? That's what accountants do. That's what they do. Every accountant I married, oh, you got to fix this. You are screwed. Don't solve any problems. Over here, if you're into drinking and you have people skills, well, join our sales force. Welcome aboard. Look at you guys. Apparently VP and Executive Vice President of sales. Over here, if you're heartless and you got OCD, you're in human resources. What, we have human resources people here? Calm down. And if you're heartless and into drinking, you're a lawyer. That's how that works. And if you're all of these things, then you are a comedian. That's how that works. So, best Venn diagram you'll see. All right, let's move on.